I don't know what more to tell you. And I knew right then he was gonna have a problem out of her. Now he pulled up on me and told me one day she had him on child support. I'm shocked. Now I'm not gonna go into no more because I'm not here to expose certain friends I actually care about. I'm here to actually use a story to show you an example. We're not here to like do all that, but I do have friends that I'm gonna get on their ass. I'm gonna expose them. Fuck them. Now, what that being said is, I warned a lot of friends, like, hey, watch this person. They not gonna listen to me. And I actually seen my homeboy was gonna listen to me when his mother told him something. I was like, I should stay out of this because I know for a fact a lot of dudes gonna come back to your mother. Like, promise, I made my mother get into it. We'll probably talk, probably a year. Who knows? We'll be back talking. But when two best friends fall out behind a woman, that shit goes down the drain. I seen it a lot of time. I'm like, wow, this is a shame. I can't even talk to my best friend about a woman. Then I guess maybe we just ain't best friends like I thought. And so I just gave him a break. I'm like, all right, I'll catch you with my nigga when I catch up with him. I don't like how she put him in the mind of a terrorist. Like he's got very volatile a lot. And I'm like, we already are volatile as men. We're very protective about our environment. We don't have to have extra masculine energy and toxic energy. That's when the masculine energy does become toxic. I do agree with it because it's unnecessary. And I just tell them that I'm like, man, woman know you'll do extra for her, she gonna use it to her advantage. And that's just my main thing. Like, dude crazy about this woman, he will knock your ass out behind her. He will whoop your ass behind her, probably shoot your ass behind her. But I used to tell him that ain't the woman you want. Because the woman ain't gonna make sure you don't have to do none of that. I ain't never had a dude call my phone over my ex-cop girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? So, I'm gonna put this out here before I go. I had a female call my ex-cop girlfriend phone, so I had to straighten that shit out because she never put me in that situation. One day she called my phone, she like, Roger, I was about to hang up on her and go into hide. But the man in me said, she like, Roger, your ex who through, and I'm gonna go and tell you guys a story. My ex Nicole, she's fine as wine. She had her nerves to call my my other ex, Brianna, who I was dating at the time, who's a cop, corpsman, whatever you want to call her. And she tell her we getting back together. Now, both of these are fine ass women. I can't explain the beauty of my ex cop girls, but let me say this about Nicole. Nicole is so pretty. She's shocked to see a woman that's just as pretty as her or even prettier. Now, looking at my ex-cop girl, it's hard to say who's prettier. But I'm gonna put my money on my ex-cop girlfriend because she is just so fucking fine. Thighs, you could just, average man is intimidated to talk to her. She's the type of woman you see hop out an elevator. I'm telling you, you're gonna wave or probably not even speak because she's that pretty. Nicole has that pretty girl look like, yeah, I'm stuck up, but the right person could talk to me if they got the money or they got the right swag. My ex-cop girlfriend, her look says totally much. You better have confidence. Fuck your money. And she even talks about that a lot. She just says that a lot of times. She doesn't really care about a dude like financial status, like she got her own money. And this is what I try to put into but long story short, Nicole starts this whole issue. Me and her broke up. She's a rapper's group. Let me tell you about her. She used to date Tiger, I think, or something like that. Long story short, she always should be on the phone with. I never bugged her when she was on the phone with Tiger. She'll post it on Facebook. All right, fine. I'm gonna call you. You talk with the Tiger. Talk to Tiger. But I'm not finna chase no hoe. Me, period. This is before I even came up on what I came up on. You see what I'm saying? But long story short, she see this. One day, Nicole called me out of nowhere. She has a situation where she's dealing with her exes. She's dealing with her exes. Long story short, her friends are her talking about her exes. And they're like, what's better than the ex? What's all of the exes? And she like, it's something about that ex that you know that you fucked over. That's the good man that you shouldn't have been with. And I don't know. She's like, you ever heard about women having that talk about the certain man they think about? And for some reason, my homegirls just kept mentioning you. I'm like, they mentioning me? She's like, they was mentioning you. I was mentioning you. And I'm like, what? So this around time I'm dating my ex-cop girlfriend. Because I used to hang up on her all the time. She'd call me, Nicole to call me. I'll hang up on. I had a feeling that was pretty much her. Because she'll call block. And I had two females I was dealing with. This girl named Miss Anonymous, and I call her Miss Anonymous, and Nicole. And call her Miss Anonymous because she's a stalker. Anyway, I say, if this is Miss Anonymous or Nicole, please quit calling my phone. That's what she said. Roger, this is me. I knew it was Nicole. She's like, I want to talk to you. Me and my homegirls are having that talk about the good man that you leave behind. That's an ex. It's different. It's gonna change your life. I'm like, well, them days over with me. I hope you're the best. Right now, I'm at a place where I'm kind of good right now. She said, I heard about it. I'm like, what you mean? She said, I heard, my sister told me you and your Corman, your girlfriend, she's very pretty. When she said that, I didn't know they ever met. Now y'all forget this part. This is the part that's gonna fuck your head. Her sister, Nicole's sister, hooked me up with Corman. Talk about a player. I have to tell you, like, what the fuck this guy do everything, motherfucker. Listen. Now, she hooked me up with Corman, and the whole time she was disappointed, and she was like saying to herself, wow, like, so this is who you with now? She's very pretty. So long story short, this is what this is about when my girlfriend called me. She called me, she like, so you about to get back with your ex? I'm like, what you mean? Yeah, she calling everybody. She called her sister, talking about her and her, you about to get back together. And remember, the sister is the one that hooked me up with her. So her sister called. Carman was like, my sister wants you to quit talking to Roger because she said her and Roger were getting back together. I don't know if this is true, but I think you might need to call Roger. And she's like, I don't think it's true. Her sister even said it, but just in case, just call Roger. And be careful because it might don't be true. She telling them, just see it. That's why I love Ike. She's the mediator. She, that's my homie right there. Everybody think we have things for each other. That's my homie. She's like, hey, not this chick. So she called me, and to show how real it was, I did not hide from the situation. I fixed the situation. All this goes to what I'm telling you. Anything can be fixed. It's a polarity. That's what polarity. Anything that's been broke can be redone. She'd say, fix the situation. I fixed the situation because she never put me in that situation. And I said that to say this. A lot of Christian people are putting you in a situation that you're going to be compromised in. When it happens, don't look back and say, why this happened? Look at people's culture. Look at people's religion. Look at everything and within that surrounding and say, why are you in this situation and no one's fixing it? Is it a person's religion? Is it a person's culture? Is it a way of a person thinking? You know what I'm saying? Philosophy is a lot of religion. And philosophy determines a person's whereabouts within their thinking. So I said that to say this. If you have a person with a fucked up philosophy, you think they're going to really give a damn about where their philosophy is when they're handling you in your situation within their mental capabilities? No, they're not. So with that being said, I hope you guys the best. I'm finesse this because life is a test and a blessing. So no, the games be sold and not told, and I'm just a dude that still a back grooving and Cinderella new sugar dig. So don't get mad at me because I'm just the same old when you the same old lame old. Alright, we done.